Hey folks, it's me again, and I've gathered my council of elders here to talk about unbranded kits. Um, I'm a bit of a funny playing fanboy myself, but there's other solid kits out there. But specifically, I'm going to go ahead and not recommend the unbranded kits from Handheld Legend. In my own collection here, we've got funny playing, funny playing, funny playing, funny playing. That's OEM, and funny playing. And I did this really cool Game Boy for this guy named Jose. Hey Jose, this one has basically every mod that I can offer. He sent me a box of parts too. But it's got Helder's amp, speaker, power cleaner. We've got the clicky triggers from Retro 6, Helder's battery, not to mention some custom decals and front lens from Bluish Squirrel. Right, so this is a sick build, but unfortunately, it's got Handheld Legends V3 unbranded kit. It's a generic kit. It's actually got quite a few really cool features. Um, One thing that I always appreciate as a funny playing fanboy is I like kits that save brightness settings, and you get your hardwired brightness. It also has this like super low mode, for somebody like me, who likes to game in the dark. This thing gets so dim that you can play it with the lights off, like basically all lights off. And then when you go to restart it, it remembers that setting. We also got the blue power LED in there. That's a nice touch. Um, it's got touch sensors, which normally I'm not a huge fan of, but I put them right behind the glass right here. So you've got a bunch of different color modes. You've got the black and white, right? And then you've got like a bunch of different like tints, basically. I don't know, kind of dumb, but it's all right. I've seen worse. And I put King of Fighters in here because apart from being, a great game, it also shows off the black levels in the IPS, which is actually, pretty good. Look at that. It also demonstrates that there's no pressure points on the IPS. If you see like hot spots in the corners, you're putting too much pressure on your IPS, folks. But this panel, this setup here has a problem. After about an hour of play, the display freezes. It just freezes right up, and it just sucks. Because it's otherwise a really great piece of kit. I'm convinced it's the ribbon cable. You can hear the audio still go, right? So imagine that, you know, the display freezes, right? But you still hear the Game Boy going in the back. You're pressing buttons, it's responding. There's sound effects going, but the screen's just totally frozen. And then when you restart it, it's back to normal, no problem. But you've got this like 1 hour ticking time bomb, basically, where it just fucks up. It just fucks up. It's a real shame. I insulate everything as I go. That's not the problem. And we reached out to Handheld Legend, and I get the feeling like we're getting the runaround. Like we sent them this big long email about how everything's clean and this and that with a couple photos. Look at the tantalum kit capacitors. Ooh la la. I even sent them video. Right. I ran the AGB aging testing cartridge, and showed them that the buttons respond, sound effects, but the screen freezes, and I'm pretty sure we got a bad ribbon on our hands because looking at that panel, the panel looks pretty good, but we're getting the runaround, and I'm really disappointed. And on a certain level, like I get it, they probably deal with a lot of idiots, but I get the sense that they didn't even read what we wrote. Sent them video, and they asked for a video, and it's like, dude, come on, give me more than the copy paste. So yeah, that's my little mini rant for you guys. I'm gonna try and keep it short. Sorry, I know I haven't posted in a while, but I try not to post unless I have something new to say. I do a lot of commissions and stuff, and I do a lot of the same builds. Actually, I've done like 3 of these Dragon Ball Z builds, and a bunch of other stuff. And yeah, I try only to contribute if I've got something new and interesting to say. But in the near future, my next video probably I'll be doing a video on how to do a dust-free install on these lenses, because I think that might benefit the YouTube space. So yeah, that's all for me. I'm getting ready to take this apart and show Handheld Legend that I did a good job installing it, and hopefully they'll be able to send us a new ribbon. But if not, I've always got my fallbacks. I've always got funny playing kits on me. So who knows? Maybe that's what we'll do. These IPS panels are generic, or they're not generic, but they're cross compatible. I can plug a funny playing ribbon into this guy, and we'll be just fine. It's that 9810 IPS panel or wherever that's called. I don't know, but yeah, I got to take this apart, take some photos, and then I got to pick one of these bad boys to game on tonight. What's tonight's option gonna be? I think I haven't given this little guy some love in a while, so yeah, have yourself. Oop, shit. Have yourself a good night, guys and gals.